New tonight, an update to a story we've been following since Friday, hearing from the Pulaski County Special School District. For the first time since a bus ran over a 5-year-old student, sending the boy to the hospital. The child's been released, is home recovering, but as TV11's Ian Russell found out, the district is now going back over training for drivers to make sure this doesn't happen again.
It's something no one ever wants to hear about, a student getting hurt while just going home from school on one of these buses. But after that happened to PCSSD, they're now looking at some of their own policies to see what they can change for the future.
It's what you just don't want to hear.
In Charles McNulty's world, there's no room for just okay.
It's the worst call you get as an educator, is that a child's been hurt.
Especially when it comes to safety.
We transport 7,313 students a day over 644 miles, but we can't afford even one mishap.
As the superintendent of the Pulaski County Special School District, word that a student had been hurt on the way home from school Friday was a gut punch, especially when the bus was what hurt 5-year-old Dawson Edgar, running him over and sending him to the hospital over the weekend. According to law enforcement, the driver thought the road was clear after making a drop-off, but didn't realize Edgar had fallen and began driving again. Edgar is home and healing, but McNulty says they're still working to figure out exactly what happened.
And we're going to make sure that we do a full investigation of not only the practices, but also the context of the drop-off.
But there's some things he already knows the district needs and has to do.
I think the district is going to be fully responsible as we move forward.
Part of that is help with medical bills. Another is trainings and changes to what drivers do.
Well, I think it's fair to say that there's going to be practices and procedures that may be altered based upon that, especially given a particular context of a drop-off or delivery or pickup.
In fact, those trainings happened Wednesday. McNulty says they focus on students getting on or off the bus, as well as keeping an eye out for students in places that may be harder to see. There's no guarantee that something like this will never happen again, but McNulty wants to make sure they lower those odds even more.
We do everything in our power to learn, change, and make it even safer than it was yesterday.
In Little Rock, Ian Russell, TV11 News.